Hello, everyone. Today is the day where, in the Hindu tradition, people celebrate the festival of Diwali, the festival of light. And it is a celebration where that symbolizes the conquest of darkness. Light wins over darkness. And light, of course, symbolizes awareness, symbolizes spiritual enlightenment. Light symbolizes spiritual wisdom. And when wisdom returns to us, ignorance and vices and unrighteousness and negativity and sorrow leaves. And from the spiritual understandings of the Brahma Kumaris, we know that true darkness is not physical or external. True darkness is internal. When we are confused about who we are and what we are here to do, when we are confused about where we came from and where we are going. And so when we are restored to that spiritual awareness of who we truly are, where we have come from, and where we are going, then the darkness of ignorance and the negativity and sorrow that comes from spiritual ignorance, that can be dissolved. And of course, very colorfully in mythology, this gets symbolized with a prince and his princess, and the princess gets abducted by the demon king, and then this prince goes and defeats the demon king and frees his princess, and they become king and queen. It is a symbol, actually. It symbolizes that the human soul innately, originally was with God, the Supreme Soul, the King of Kings, and that the soul got kidnapped by the demons, and the demons, they rule in darkness. The demons are the lower tendencies and the negative tendencies and the vices within the soul, which start with spiritual ignorance. So to restore light, to light the diya, the light of the soul, means to become aware again of ourselves as spiritual beings, as beings of consciousness, immortal, timeless, beings who are innately benevolent and pure, children of the Supreme God. When we remember that we belong to that other dimension, that invisible dimension of consciousness, that invisible dimension of silence and light, where we exist as bodiless beings, pure souls, the home of the soul, the home of the Supreme Soul. We eternally belong there, and from there we come into this world of matter, and we come here to experience through a body the interactions and the game of matter, the game of human life. And of course, if we come in that soul conscious state, we can act out those highest qualities of peace, of love, of benevolence, of purity, of strength, and of happiness. And so when the soul defeats the ignorance within, then we come to that space where there is no conflict, no violence, no sorrow. And then we can become masters of our own inner kingdom, and the world will be a different world then. That is the real Diwali, when everyone's light is ignited again. Everyone is again spiritually aware. And the celebration of this festival is a memorial that there was a time when we had conquered the darkness and we had created a world that was different, but we lost that light. And we are now at a time, a moment in time again to regain that and to create a new inner world which will manifest in a different outer world. When we expel, when we finish the inner demons, they will also finish externally. And so, one of the weapons that we have to finish off these demons is meditation. Another weapon is spiritual knowledge. And so, at a personal level, one of my weapons is every morning, very early in the morning, I wake up and I meditate for 45 minutes to prepare that internal state of peace, that deep, sweet exchange of the soul with the Supreme, to experience that love and connection and belonging and purity. And that becomes a weapon that creates light, that chases away the darkness inside. And so this is an invitation for you also to find your weapons, to chase away the darkness inside and to light the inner light, which is, of course, the lights that we light, the candles or the diyas or the little oil lamps that are lit during the festival of light, is a symbol, is a symbol of the ignited light of soul consciousness. So we invite you to keep your light ignited, the true light, and to make it stronger every day, and to use your weapons to fight off the darkness and to be victorious over darkness. Inner darkness, outer, uh, the outer world will follow the inner world. And so let's have a few minutes of meditation. And in meditation, we just remind ourselves that we are beings of light, beings of peace, invisible to the human eye. What you see is the physical vehicle, the carriage or the package. But the real self is not this human being and this human personality. The real self is a soul, an invisible, immortal, and innately godlike spiritual being. And so gently and playfully withdraw your attention from all these thoughts and images in the mind of everyday life and Monday, and just come back to the essence of who you are. And you can hold in your mind this image of light, like a steady, stable, beautiful, serene flame. The body is just the car, but the real you is this flame who is eternal, immortal, imperishable, living light. And just hold this in your mind with a certain amazement and a certain wonder. Just realize that the essence of who you are is beautiful and through good. Mixture and complication is it crept in later on. It is acquired. It is not the real you. A being of peace, a being of love, pure, childlike, and benevolent. And just allow this wisdom, this image of this beautiful flame, this awareness of self as timeless. Allow that to fill the mind and see the truth of that. And this doesn't only apply to me, it applies to everyone. And so one light can ignite the light of another. Through your thoughts, through your vision, through your vibrations, remind others that they are also living lights. And one light can lit many, many, many lights. And allow this silence and this words and this image in the mind to completely, completely be inculcated and see the beauty and truth of it. And in this silence, in this subtle state of awareness, it becomes so easy to experience the presence of the one who is the King of Lights, the Supreme Soul, the ocean of light, of peace, of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, the ever wise one, the ever beautiful one, the eternal light. And so, as we go through the rest of our journeys, let us have the ongoing celebration of Diwali. Remain ignited lights and ignite the lights of others. Thank you and Om Shanti.